Good morning. Mackenzie Johnston with Tri-State Livestock News, bringing you your Wednesday morning headlines concerning fair cattle markets. Brought to you by Sandhill State Bank, the most committed brand in banking, and Sandhills Beef Company. American producers feeding Americans because monopolies won't get us anywhere. CNBC has reported that Beyond Meat is set to launch 2 new versions of their Beyond Burger early next year nationwide. According to the company, one of the new burgers will be its juiciest yet, with 35% less saturated fat than a burger made from a blend of beef that is 80% lean meat and 20% fat. The second burger is meant to appeal to the more health-minded consumer. It has 55% less saturated fat than a typical beef burger. I bet that is dry and lacking a little bit of taste. Both burgers will have B vitamins and minerals similar to beef. Even though Beyond Meat and Impossible Foods have seen their popularity grow over recent years, dietitians say it would be better for consumers to view plant-based burgers as an indulgence, much like someone would with a beef burger. Just this year, shares of Beyond Meat have increased by 66%, and the company has a market value of $7.88 billion. Reuters has reported that China's irritated trade partners are pushing back on coronavirus food testing. China claims that the country has found coronavirus on products from 20 different countries, including German pork, Brazilian beef, and Indian fish. Nevertheless, foreign officials say there is a lack of evidence produced by Chinese authorities proving these claims. Numerous major food-producing countries are growing continually frustrated over these allegations by China, and officials say trade has been damaged, along with the reputation of imported food for no reason. The World Trade Organization hosted a meeting on November 5th and 6th where Canada said that China's testing of imported foods and rejection of products that had positive nucleic acid tests are unjustified trade restrictions. Australia, Brazil, Mexico, Britain, and the United States supported Canada as the country claimed that China had not provided scientific justification for their outrageous actions. Since the meeting, China has only intensified its imported food screening. The Global Times, a tabloid backed by China's ruling Communist Party, said that the discovery of coronavirus on food increases the possibility that the virus may have come from overseas rather than the central China city of Wuhan, as many believe that's where the virus originated last year. Even though the World Health Organization has said all along that neither food nor packaging are known transmission routes for the virus, China began testing chilled and frozen food imports back in June. According to a Beijing-based diplomat, there has not been one single lab analysis providing actual coronavirus on imported products to China. On Monday, New Zealand's Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, also questioned China's claim after the city of Jinan reported that it had found coronavirus on frozen New Zealand beef. Ardern said that she was sure no meat products exported from her country were contaminated with the virus. In response to the World Trade Organization, China claims that its actions are provisional based on a scientific basis and intended to protect people's lives to the maximum extent. Because that's what China does. That's what a communist party does. Protect their people's lives. National Beef Wire reported yesterday that choice box beef ended the day at $233.72. That was up $6.77, quite the jump. And select box beef ended the day at $213.96, and that was up $1.61. If you missed it, yesterday we posted our interview with Austin Sneeden. He is a rancher out in Central California. He feels that packer consolidation is the biggest issue within our cattle industry. He said that the USDA has contributed to packer concentration with the regulations that hinder new packers from getting in the business. I asked him about MCOOL, what his thoughts were on that, and he feels that it needs to be mandatory across the industry for 2 reasons. First off, in terms of safety, United States cattle producers raise the highest quality, safest product in the world, and it deserves a label. Secondly, MCOOL is needed to keep foreign players from unloading tons of product on our market and using our brand, Product of the USA, to affect our markets. We talked about vertical integration, and he feels that there's no doubt that the cattle industry is in danger of going down that path like we have seen with the hog and poultry industries. He talked about, if you look back in history, how the hog and poultry industries got to where they are today, the point that they were at before they became vertically integrated, that is where the cattle industry is at today. And producers and everyone within the industry need to be aware of that and consider, do we want to go down that path? Do we want to go down the path of vertical integration, and what we need to do to stop going down that path? Austin had some phenomenal insight, to say the least. So please head on over and check that interview out. You can find it on our Facebook page, Tri-State Livestock News, or you can check it out on our website, fair-cattle-markets.com. That is all I have for you guys this morning. I hope everyone's week is rolling right along. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.